say. Even when you marry 10-year-olds to start the day. Satan told me about the goodness says he don't got my tongue. But don't check the mad while the bells are being rung. The render is crashing and 5G is wide. There's nowhere for the 7th century to hide. One for the 60, yeah, two for the show. The 47 Thunder made the Kava glow. No more Takia, no more the ear. The end of the pagan empire is here. February 28th, the ledger is red. The sandals are dust, and the prophet is dead. The hairless hide, the unclean lie. The 47th owns the sky. The messenger with the balala, dip a void in a desperate need. You cool your sire is son to carry on the name. So you played the shell game, but say just to hide the shame. Content in the bloodline, so you built up Pumpkin's law. A revelation just to cover up your basic human flaw. You took his wife, you wiped his name, you left the boy a ghost. Just to feed the ego of the stare on Medina host. You couldn't keep sweet. You saw that man Elsa, the laborers of old, for the virility of fertility that the travelers told. That's the motto, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. You took the virility, you meant to make your own work, but the sterility, it probably was a biological quirk. Still no sun, still no hairs, just a desert full of doubt. Beelzebub couldn't help you find a way out. What you couldn't produce, but the 47's cable just got the power loose. The cranes are falling, the satanic verse is loud. The 47's fire is the Ayatollah's ground. The 47th thunder, just like the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah seed, just let it kinetic take. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The prophet and his sons are fuel for the fire. From the sterile desert sand to the green zone floor. Your kids have done the bunkers getting high. Just like your prophet, you're the end of the blind. Marry your cousins, keep the IQ in the mud, but you can't survive the 47's flood. Sterile logic, sterile blood, what for the 47's hammer is what submission is about. heaven is the hand of fate.
Hey yo, let's do the math. Let's check the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall, but the wall is still standing and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million and you haven't won.
Bred by the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the owls at the laborers of old for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. But the architect of the void just pulled the final plug, leaving the mullahs drowning in the hole they dug.
You claim the victory, you claim the divine decree, but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. The iron sovereign is coming through the wire. The great apostasy is the only thing on fire. Just rewrote the code while the axis of failure explodes on the road, from the sterile desert sand to the silicone sky. The prophet of the numbers is watching them die. Look at us, we're 500 million strong, but we've been singing the satanic verse for way too long. Our kids are in the rubble, our mullahs are in the hole, because a low trust culture has no kinetic soul. 50 to 1 and you're still asking why. Towers are falling, the signal is dead. The architect of the void is inside your head. The criterion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with the F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the mullah is finally complete. He sat beneath the day palm and he wove a tangled net, a trap of blood and kin that hasn't finished closing yet. Marry your cousin, keep the wealth within the tent, a tribal cage where every drop of loyalty is spent. Muhammad led the way, he tied the knot of blood and bone, to keep the power local and to keep the truth unknown. Keep the goats, keep the gold, keep the daughter in the line, a low trust civilization by a perfect man's design. 14 centuries of breeding in a tight and narrow world, creating a reality that science has to tell. 50% in the village, 60 in the sand, the double recessive shadow moving across the land. The IQ markers falling as the kinship rates arise, a foggy mental landscape under heavy desert skies. When the mind is bound by cousins and the spirit's in a haze, you're trapped inside the circle of the 7th century maze. Pack your bags and take your kin to a nation across the sea. Claim a new citizenship, but bring the old decree. Ruin the host, train the well, keep the tribal wall, watching from the inside as the modern towers fall. It's the 1-400-year mistake, the debt you can't repay. The 47th thunder is blowing the dust away. No more Takia for the blood, no more the tribal greed. The world is waking up to the poison in the seed. From the bride price in the stable to the low trust street, the biological tragedy is finally complete. Oh, she's such a lovely bride, she's my sister's only kid. And think of all the goats we'll save, just like the prophet did. Don't worry about the artifacts, don't worry about the brain, as long as all the property stays within the family chain. Low trust, high hate, that's the tribal way, and the 47's fire is the price you have to pay. It's the 1-400-year mistake, the debt you can't repay. The 47th thunder is blowing the dust away. The average is falling, the lights are going dim, all for the sake of the profit and the tribal win. February 28th, the ledger is a mess, the end of the empire, the biological stress. The logical strike, the logical strike, the magic strike. The thought is too thick, the mind is too slow. The 47 is the last thing you'll know.
The tigress is rising, the shadow is gone. Baghdad is waking to a 47th dawn. 20 years trapped in a Persian vice, paying the mullahs a martyr's price. But they saw the fire on the terror night. They saw the supreme one vanish from sight. Now the militias are shaking, the cell phones are cold. The story of resistance is officially old. Look at the coast, where the citrus used to grow. Gaza is silent under the ESF glow. No more tunnels for the Persian king. No more children for the Khyber sting. They promised you victory, they promised you land, then left you to die in the rubble and sand. While Ali was counting his pixels and gold, the people of Gaza were traded and sold.
The gates to the Babylon wall. The idols of terror are starting to fall. Iraq's looking west past the smoke and the fear. The Abraham echo is finally here. The bridge is open from Zion to Iraq. The 47 under, there's no turning back. Gaza is breathing, the border is still. The end of the moolah, the end of the thrill. You lashed at the 7, you bombed your own school, but the 47 broke every resistance rule.
Oh, Iraq was our brother, Gaza was all hard, until the B-2s tore the bone apart. Now Baghdad is calling for a desk and a chair to sign on the line while there's peace in the air.
No battalion, no more the air. The only thing left is the kinetic field.
The bridge is open from Zion to Iraq. The 47th thunder, there's no turning back. The mullah is ashes, the bunker is cold. The future of Babylon starting to unfold. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The liberation of the crescent is finally complete.
Gaza is waking. Baghdad is free. The 47 wrote the history. He sat beneath the date palm and he wove a tangled net, a trap of blood and kin that hasn't finished closing yet. Bury your cousin, keep the wealth within the tent, a tribal cage where every drop of loyalty is spent. Mohammed led the way, he tied the knot of blood and bone to keep the power local and to keep the truth unknown. Keep the gold, keep the gold, keep the daughter in the line. A low trust civilization by a perfect man's design.
14 centuries of